Welcome to the new video of Decoding IPOs by Finance and Investment Cell of Kirori College. So today we will be decoding IPO of Globe Civil Projects Limited. So let's get on to the slide. Okay, so about the company, Globe Civil Projects Limited was incorporated in 2002 and it's known as EPC company, which stand for Engineering, Procurement and Construction Company. So it's basically a construction company which is headquarters in New Delhi, and the company has executed their projects in across 11 states. They have experience in working across states like Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Delhi, Maharashtra. Until now, company has completed 37 projects, including and currently the company is working on 12 ongoing projects, including 5 social and commercial projects. And as of 31st August 2024, uh, the book value stands at 8,929 million rupees, and which covers 14 projects, 6 in infrastructure, which is social and commercial projects, 3 infrastructure, which is related to transportation and logistics projects, and 4 non-infrastructure, which is housing projects, and 1 non-infrastructure, which is commercial office project. And Globe Civil Projects Limited has a team of 112 permanent employees as at August 31. Okay, so that was about the company. And now coming to the industry analysis. So the construction industry in total, the gross value added, the source is by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and they have taken the base year 2011 to 2012. So the construction industry contribution in the national economy has steadily improved over the years, and in the financial year 2024, it has accounted for nearly 9.1%, and in actual terms, 14.5 trillion Indian rupees. Okay, and the company has also published the projection of the construction industry. These all information is mentioned in the red herring filing of the company, and the company is projecting 9.5% growth, 9.5% contribution, sorry, in the economy by 2030. And then the company has mentioned how much union government have allocated for the construction industry or for the capital expenditure industry in Indian rupees. For 2025, their projections are 11.1 trillion rupees, and for 2024, it was the revenue expenditure was 9.5 trillion Indian rupees. Okay, so that was about the industry, and now some information about the IPO. So the IPO opened at 24 June 2025 Tuesday, and the IPO will be closing on 26 June 2025, and the tentative allotment would be on 27th June, and the tentative listing date of this IPO is 1st June 2025. So, and about the face value is 10 rupees per share, and the issue price band is estimated to be 67 to 71 rupees per share, with a lot size of 211 rupees per share. And it's a fresh capital issue, and total issue size aggregates up to 120 crores or 119 crores actually. So the company is issuing 1 crore 67 lakh 60,000 and 560 shares, and net offer to this would be all the shares would be offered to public, and the all the proceeds will go to the company, and the IPO will be listed on both Bombay and National Stock Exchange. And about the application, for the retail investors, the lot size minimum is 1, including 211 shares, amounting to 15,000 rupees approximately, and maximum lot size is offered is rupees 13, amounting to close to 1,95,000, which is fairly decent price IPO. And now let's come to the objectives of the issue. So the company proposes to utilize the net proceeds for their funding of working capital requirements and the funding of capital expenditure requirements towards, the company has to purchase some equipments or machinery. The company would be doing that, or they would be, funding their working capital requirements and general corporate purposes. So they have mentioned in million rupees that 750 million rupees would go to, funding the working capital requirements, and 140 million rupees in purchase of construction and equipments. It's a red flag that company using most of the proceeds to fund their working capital requirements, and we will discuss later on Okay, why this is a red flag? So now coming to the key financials of the company of Globe Civil Projects. As we can see, assets from March 22 to 24, they have increased. Revenue has shown 38% growth in financial year 2024, which shows a strong business recovery. Net profit has tripled in financial year 24, and there's a positive cash flow from operations after 2 negative years. And earning per share has boosted. It has jumped to 3.58 from 1.12, and equity base has strengthened. That shows increased financial stability of the company. Now red flags. The receivables of the company has rose to 970 million, which shows slow customer payments. That's why company is using most of the proceeds to fund their working capital requirements. High finance cost, approximately 224 million rupees, is eating into profits, and heavy reliance on borrowing, especially short-term borrowings. Okay, and inventory buildup may signal lower product movement, and cash flow from investing activity is deeply negative, which impacts the liquidity. However, it might be possible that companies, buying assets or machinery. So that's why maybe the cash flow from investing is negative. Of course, it's need a, monitoring after the IPO. And now, coming to the key performance indicators, the market capitalization of the Globe Civil Projects IPO is approximately 424 crores, and high ROA. So, which means strong returns to shareholders. These are, good points about the company. High return on capital employed, which stands at 23.7%, which shows the efficient capital use. Strong return on net worth stands at 19.80%, which shows strong good equity returns. And EPS has improved post IPO, as you can see. Okay, 3.97 per share, and reasonable PE, which is fairly valued. And now the red flags. High debt to equity ratio, which stands at 1.60, which means debt is 1.6 times, the share capital, which is, they are highly, risky. And lower PAT margin. PAT margin stands at 4.59%, and price to book value shows that company is slightly overvalued, and PE drops post IPO, which shows the possible dilution, and debt may affect future returns, which may impose financial strains for the company. So now, what would be the final verdict for Globe Civil Projects Limited? So it has showed strong revenue and profit growth with healthy return ratios. As we discussed, return uh, return on capital employed is 23.07%. However, the company has high debt to equity ratio, which stands at 1.60, and higher receivables, you know, and a P of 18x and a price band of 67 to 71 shows the valuation seems fair, not really high or not, undervalued. It seems fair. And so investors with moderate risk and appetite may consider, some listing gains and long-term potential. But debt and cash flow should be, watched closely post-listing, because we saw that negative cash flow from investing activities for there. So that was about the company and about the decoding IPO. Thank you.